their childhood vaccinations.
Question number 11, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister responsible for Novopay. What steps has he taken to ensure that individuals and schools are not financially disadvantaged as a result of the Novopay debacle?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, where a school employee has not been paid, there are 2 or 3 courses of action that can be taken. Firstly, the employee contacts their school administrator, who contacts T2 for it to be rectified, or the school may make a direct payment to the staff member for which the school is later reimbursed, or the Ministry is able to make a direct payment to any school employee. If any employee is charged any fees in relation to non-payment, the Ministry will reimburse that employee. The wider question, of course, and the very important question is the work that's being done to remediate the situation so these underpayments and non-payments stop occurring. We have instituted, with the help of the Ministry and the Acting Secretary, a range of measures in that regard.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Will employees who have had KiwiSaver or other superannuation contributions deducted from their salaries but not paid over to their scheme provider be compensated for lost returns that would otherwise have accrued? If not, why not?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, my understanding is that yes, they will be made good in those regards.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you. Has he asked for or received any advice on whether the government as the employer or Novopay as the overall payroll provider are in breach of their obligations under tax and KiwiSaver legislation as a result of non-payment of an employee's contributions to their savings providers? If not, why not?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, I have received some advice from Inland Revenue in regards to the payment of GST and of PAYE and so on. I can't recall exactly what that covered at this point in relation to the matters that the member raises. It is obviously crucially important that those people are looked after and that the things are made good, and there is a lot of work going on to make sure that's the case.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Mr Speaker, what steps is the Minister taking to ensure that KiwiSaver and other savings contributions that have been deducted from people's salaries but not paid to their savings providers are paid to their savings providers, and when does he expect that to be sorted out?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, the Ministry and Talent 2 are working through a process at this time to catch up with the issues that have led to the matters that the member raises. A schedule is provided to the IRD on a monthly basis that can be updated and corrected working back from the current month, and that's the process they're going through. I would state again, for those that are affected, it's not satisfactory at all. And we're working very hard, and the Ministry staff and the Talent 2 staff are working hard on catching up on those issues, but it is taking too much time, and we're continuing to work on it.
Question number 12, Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Civil Defence and asks, what advice has she received regarding the response of New Zealand Civil Defence Emergency